What's going on, peoples? Can't steal my paperwork. Alrighty, so how's it going? How's it going? And alright. Did another base design for some lulz factor. Take a look at these lanes. These lanes are crazy. Now this one could be good for, I think, 4 to 6. It's really good for 4. Look at where the where it starts for the 4 part. So like if you have a Santa up front here, I don't have a Santa. I wish I did. If I had a Santa, I'd put him there, and look at how much time Santa would have to pound away at whatever the heck's coming in. So it would start attacking them here. So anything they spawn down there at the bottom, Santa would start attacking here, here, continue attacking all the way through the zigzag. Look at here. Whatever's here can then stand here in the corner and edges and should, for the most part, not hop out. You might maybe now and then get a hop out, but for the most part, it should not happen. I believe once you put these back in where they belong, it doesn't happen because you're sort of abusing the mechanics of the buildings here. So it's good stuff, good stuff. So this is the Death Knight. Death Knight, the base. I don't have a Death Knight, so I can't compare it to it, but basically, you know, it's got a helmet, it's got the inside of the base, got a little bit of a blue glow there. It's gonna put some, see the purplish glow in there. It's the Death Knight. Dun 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 dun. Death Knight, the base. So it's sort of cool. What really does for this one is the extended lanes. Extended lanes are very powerful on this particular version. Extended lanes to the max. So it's pretty cool. And it does allow for some flyers in back. For back spawns, it's fairly well protected. They should not break through 3-wall stick whatsoever. Yeah, you should be safe. You should be safe. I tell you, you're going to be safe. It should be fine. Should break through. I believe I've tested it thoroughly. I put this spacer here at the end just to try and force them higher up to not get any aggro on from the corner bit here. There you get like a slight aggro where you might get them to potentially hop the wall. I might play around with this a bit more and trim from some other places and get that to go even better. It's a possibility that I could make that work even better. Possibility. We will test it out. We will see what we can do. But let's just show you what you can do thus far. Let's show you what Death Knight the base can do. Death Knight the base is similar to that of Orcsbane the base, with the idea of the lanes and what's going on there. But the lanes are a bit more extended in Death Knight. Death Knight has a little bit more punch for the lanes because it sucks them in. It used to stick out further for Orcsbane, but for Death Knight it pulls it in even closer to the base, so the base has it. Now if you're going to 4-man, if you're going to mainly do 4-manning, what I would do is I'd take these two and drop this down and drop that down into it, and then put these back up. So if you're going to be using this for 4-manning, this is the preferred setup. No ranged can get to this base without having to go a long distance to get to it. So you get all this time in the zigzag before any ranged make it to here. Isn't that sweet? So that's if you're 4-manning, and even these little cheekbones here for the Death Knight would be perfectly fine. So it takes on sort of like the insides of the Pumpkin Duke then, if you want to use it for 4-manning. But this one can be used for 6-manning. Well, as Pumpkin Duke, I really wouldn't suggest the 6-man. Not saying you couldn't do 6-man with Pumpkin Duke. I just think it's best for 4-man. This one is optimized for 6-man as well. I think it's still the highest, most potential value asset is doing 4-man is. I'm just really into 4-manning it right now, so I'm just anything I think of it, I think of 4-manning, but this would work just fine with 6. So in fact, I've been using this one on this particular account with 6, all floaters, no Santa, And I did test it on my main account, and it worked quite well. Oh my God, was it powerful. It was beautiful for the main account. But Pumpkin Duke is better for 4-manning. This one is better for 6-manning. But I still think Icebreaker V3 is best for 6-man if you have lots of range. This one helps with a bit of floaters or for people that are doing HBM O or less. Zigzags really help for doing your basic HBMs. But if you have them too far extended, it can hurt. If you're fighting against a boss that's on O, P, Q, R, S, and T, that can hurt a little bit. Not much, but it can hurt a little bit. For the flying boss, it doesn't matter whatsoever on S and T. That doesn't matter. It doesn't care about walls. But for the other ones, for just the regular ground boss, the chieftain kind of dude, he can be a problem when you go through, and I'll just show you. So regular Dino wouldn't be any issue whatsoever. Any regular hero, you can toast the heck out of him in these extended lanes. But let's show you. So this is Death Knight the base. Let's put some stuff back into place and get this stuff going. So what you're doing here, why you're putting these buildings like this, is just to try and force them against that. If you force them against that, then they don't path around it. So like this. Look at these. With this, you see the bubble that you get right here? It's basically forcing them right up against the wall or right down a path, so you don't pull aggro at an inappropriate time. So that's all that we're doing with these little bases here. You're using bases to your advantage. Same thing you're doing in the front here. You're trying to guarantee you push them away from the wall, that they do not come close to it. That's all you're doing. You're taking advantage of additional buildings, and you can do that. So let's go. Wait. We got some stuff, so I might as well open this up. Anything good? Oh! This account. I forgot. I'm like a breath away from getting something here. 9 and 9. Dun 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 dun. Celebrate. 9 and 9. We're about to get that. Can we? What do we get? We need 3,000, 6,000. So we could do that. And the extra 100. Oh, well, I'm not going to cry over a lost 100. I'm not going to spend the time and effort to fight for that extra 100. Let's get 9 of 9 Pumpkin Duke on my Smurf. Oh, yeah. 9 and 9 Pumpkin Duke on a Smurf. That's right. I like Pumpkin Duke that much that I got him to 9 and 9 on my Smurf. There we go. 9 Pumpkin Duke. The revive. All right, so now we're going to be doing more damage. I should maybe attempt a Q. Maybe we'll attempt a Q. Maybe. I haven't beaten Q on this account yet. I haven't tried it really much. I think I tried it once, and then I was like, this is mainly my farming account, okay? So I like to use this for my shards. So this is my shard slave account. And considering I just spent a lot of shards getting Pumpkin Duke to 9 of 9, it hasn't been performing as well for my shard slave capabilities. But now that he's at 9 and 9, I'm going to get Vlad Dracula to 9 and 9, and all the rest I don't care about as much. So that's just my feelings there. Hopefully roll for Santa. Can we get a Santa a little higher? Since we built a base that looks like Death Knight, can we get a Death Knight? Nope, we can get an assassin. Dang it. I was hoping for a Death Knight. I built a base that looks like Death Knight. Come on, give me it. Rawr. It's got the purple on the inside. Death Knight. The glowy to purplage. Alright, so Death Knight the base. Let's get it underway. Do we gotta hire anything? Hire. Just got to get some quests going too, because I am a poor person. I only have so much time. So, Death Knight the base. What are the advantages? The advantages, like I said, is going to be this little bit here and going in. This long hallway gives you a ridiculous amount of time if you're fighting against a dino boss. Dino boss gets destroyed in those long lanes. I mean, Dino's got to take his long, sweet time going through there while all your heroes have all the time in the world to attack them. So it's like cheating. It's like cheating. Am I hiring the right one? I hope I am. I forgot already. I forgot what I'm supposed to be doing. Lols. I did it for the lols. For the lols. Okay, so we're looking better. Alrighty, alrighty, alrighty. So, for those that haven't seen what my Smurf account has, let's take a quick peek. Heavy blow. Celebrate with a revive. Revive is decent enough. 79 with sprint. 79 with War God. 79 with revive. And 79 with sprint. So nothing really too much. Nothing really too much. Let's take a look at the inscribes. Got some work. We got some sprint. We've got some strength. We've got some tenacity. And we've got some other stuff. So yeah. Not too much. I put the slow on our druid. Druid can go around and slow them on the sides, which then gives us more time on the boss. So let's do this. Let's do this. Let's pound away and beat a P, and then we'll try a Q. I think I've done what? I've done how many attempts on Q on this account? Probably like 4 or 5 attempts total for Q. Let's see if we can beat a Q. I think we can. I think this should put us in range of beating a Q. Even without having much in garrisons, we should be able to beat Q even without doing zap towers. I'm not going to have any zaps in here. No zaps whatsoever. And you can tell these heroes don't really have anything special. I don't have a Santa in the mix. I have a Vlad, but I don't have a Santa. Don't get mad, get Vlad. Now, for those of you that are wondering, what's in this base? That is a good question. Why is there level 2 leveling up in there? Well, even though I don't have a Santa and I don't have some other stuff that I want, I think that one of my heroes is going to become fairly popular. You guys should know about it by now. I'm going to be putting Ice Demon in my setup once I get him leveled up. Yes, Ice Demon. Why? He slows them suckers down in these tunnels. Imagine them being slowed down a ridiculous amount in the tunnel. And then imagine all that extra attack time you get. That's what I'm going to do with Ice Demon. Ice Demon's going to abuse the heck out of this base right here. Ice Demon is what I've been, since I started my Icebreaker base builds, I've been planning on him, like, using him and abusing him. Ice Demon by slowing the boss down a ridiculous amount. And that's my plan. And I'm sticking to it. We're going to use Ice Demon. We're going to abuse Ice Demon. And everything on the board is going to be slowed down ridiculously. They're going to be going at a crawl, at a snail's pace. But that's for later on. For later on. I still got to get them up. That's the problem. You also have to level them. And you got to get their inscribe up. And you got to get their talent up. But Ice Demon can be actually pretty dang powerful. Pretty dang powerful when in conjunction with Pumpkin Duke. Pumpkin Duke and Ice Demon together, they've got a synergy between those two where they'll feed off of each other because Ice Demon procs. Pumpkin Duke won't have to move as much and he'll be able to proc and proc and proc again and proc again and proc again, and then it's going to a point where everything on the board is moving so slow. Oh, Pumpkin Duke is gonna die. Oh no, Pumpkin Duke, you're gonna die. He probably already did die, actually. Da, 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 da. You can kill my heroes, but they got revive. See that? So, we're on to that final wave. Unfortunately, a little low on the HP there. Top spawn on the boss. That does suck a little. Should be going after... Ooh, don't kill my Pumpkin Duke. Make the boss run. Lulz. All right, go after the boss. Everyone after the boss. I know he's going after Pumpkin Duke right now because Spirit Mage did die. Spirit Mage did croak, go the way of the dodo bird. There's that stun we were afraid of. Now this is what I was talking about, how zigzags are a little bit worse for when fighting a boss, a really high level boss, because you can get the boss to start the battle here, but then the rest of the zigzag is perfectly fine. They'll kill the heroes that decide to hop, and then he has to run his long butt to get all the rest of the way. So the biggest problem is the boss when you're doing lots of zigzags. That's why zigzags with the tunnel, like on Icebreaker version 3, is best. Best. But there's things with that too. So each one has their advantage or disadvantage. I've also done plenty of other space designs that have utilized longer lanes, like all the way out to here. Like, let's go ridiculous. I cast ridiculous all the way out to the middle of Nowheresville. So doing like a lane to Nowheresville. And you can utilize that. You can get a longer lane by moving stuff down. And by doing that, it makes it pretend like it's a longer lane, even though it's really not. And so you can trim then from it and make it extend it even further. Like, make it go all the way out. So that's just something you can do, but I did not do it because from a certain point, none of my bubbles go beyond that point. So why care? Why care if we make them go to Nowheresville and back? It really doesn't do anything for us. So if it doesn't do anything for us, why should we encourage it? Now we put this base right here because it's actually going to push them out about a half of a wall length out further. So that's exploiting them. Just like putting it here, even with this wall here, extends them out about a half of a wall length, a bit more. Because you're playing with the base design. I constantly switch stuff up. And I always do. I always keep tweaking it to make it better, to squeeze every smidge of DPS possible out, because I like killing things. So let's see if I can beat Q on a count that's never beaten Q before. And you can see the only hero that has anything decent on it is my Pumpkin Duke. That's the only hero that I got that's good. Okay? You guys see that, right? Is it clear enough that Pumpkin Duke is pretty my best, my best hero? Other than that, I'm okay. I'm not doing the greatest. It's Pumpkin Duke. Pumpkin Duke or die. All right. So, yeah, I see that, right? The ice demon is screaming ice demon. All right, but you can see that he really doesn't have much to him right now. Right now, he doesn't have anything. Can we upgrade? Wait. Was he just sitting there not getting any experience? Dang it! Whoopsie! I gotta remember to click that upgrade button every now and then, don't I? He was stealing experience for no reason, but now he's on his way up. So we gotta get his inscribe up too. That's pathetically low, but we'll get it up there. It's not what we're worrying about right now, though. Not gonna worry about that right now. Let's give him a little bit of a boost. Let's boost this guy. Tad. Auto add. Yep. There we go. So that should give him a bit more. There we go. Now let's put some stuff in all the bases. Let's fill this up a bit. So we need some purple. Yeah. Purple. That one. Greenage. That one. All right. And what can we put in here? I don't think we got much in the case of blue. You can throw that in there, I guess. Purple. Throw that in there. Should it be our one in the front or should it be our one in the back? I don't know. We'll decide. I think we should put another one in. Another one indeed. So what if we put that one? Does that help anything? Nope. It's gonna take a ton to get to that next level cap. So anything to level? So we can purposely get some additional experience just by leveling something that can just be put there, just to steal some experience. And what about here? We can put that in. I think we can put 2 of these in. Nope, not gonna do anything. Right, anything? Nope. We can put 2 in, but is that really worthwhile? Maybe. Let's then throw another one of those in, just to get some experience, and that's just it for our front 3. The back 2 are gonna have nada in it. Jack diddly nada. Nothing for nothing. No heroes, no heroes. Yep. Okay, so got our bombs out, we got our stuff in place. Let's consume all our stuff on the board and then do a wave of Here Be Monsters. Q. I've never beaten a Q, so let's see if this does anything good for Q. I can always make it up to the boss on Q the 4 times that I've tried it, and I die on the boss. But don't know what's gonna happen here. Let's see, let's see. Alrighty, so I did keep that building up so far, so we should get some heals in here. There we go. There. Oh, I lost Druid. Oh, bad timing on that ninja. That ninja just stabbed Druid in the face. That was bad timing. Bad timing indeed. What kind of luck is that? I wonder how far you can make it without Druid. I got lots of revive on my heroes, so that is questionable. That is questionable. The biggest problem is going to be that Reaper. That Reaper is going to be annoying. The flying people, if we can kill Reaper in time, we're okay. Just got to kill Reaper in time. Just got to kill Reaper. Kill Reaper. Kill Reaper. Oh, dang. Reaper reaped. But we're still okay. We're still okay. Reaper's the big problem here. Reaper and Thunder God. Reaper and Thunder God. So they're coming in from this side. We're going to be slowed down a little bit. We did just get our Revite here. Destroy them. I'm actually surprised at how well we're doing. 2 of our heroes can heal, and 2 of our heroes got revive. So there's some interesting stuff. We need to kill that Atlanticore. That Atlanticore needs to die. There we go. Whew. Okay, Q3. Surprisingly, we're still alive. Without a healer in group, we're still alive. Very surprising indeed. Very confounding. It's interesting indeed. Losing a healer on the first round is confusing, nonetheless, but we're still alive. And we didn't use a revive on our Spirit Mage or Pumpkin Duke yet, so both of them can come back to life. Oh, interesting. Now this one could be a problem because that Atlanticore could proc. There's a Dino in the group. That Dino's a little annoying, but it's targeting Reaper, which is the worst thing that Dino can do for itself. Dino is not going to like what happens here. Ooh, okay. We did lose 2 heroes, so the Q5 is a little dangerous, but if we would not have lost our healer on the first one, we would have been, and that was really unlucky though, that was a fully revived ninja. But this is an extra long run for the boss, so that gives us some advantage. Now, really the biggest problem that we could have right now is a procking Atlanticore. And the boss too, of course, but Atlanticore's our big problem of the day. Atlanticore's our big problem. Atlanticore. There we go. But now the boss is still a fairly huge problem. We're going to need... We don't have any slows, so there's no slows. And Reaper's going to pull some aggro at some point. Not Reaper, I mean Vlad Dracula. Yep, see, he's going backwards. Oh, can we get some procs here? Can we... Oh, my God. We don't got no revive. Oh, he does still have a revive. That's surprising, actually. Not enough bombs to kill him, though. Not enough bombs to kill him. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's only 2 left. So, only thing that actually stopped us was stupid Druid Pulling aggro too early on. Okay, Druid. Explain yourself. Why did you decide to attack the thing that could kill you? Why did you do this? That's fine. We will discuss this later. You and I. You druids. Okay, so I think that is decent enough. Let's give away the stuff that we need to give away, and then do it again. Do it again. We're a glutton for punishment. We like the punishment. Let's do a Q again. We came so close to beating that. Okay, that's a good spawn there. That's a good spawn. Both these are taking out the bases. Now we're hoping for not too many lightning strikes here. We're hoping the lightning strike goes over here. Cross your fingers, everybody. Cross your fingers. That lightning strike can be annoying. Ooh, lightning strike. Okay, okay. Now we're looking for our heroes not to pull aggro. Druid, I mean, get your butt back there. Thank you. Ooh, dang, that lightning strike is difficult. It should be going over here, so maybe I need to move this out just a smidge. Yeah, I'm looking at it. I need to move it over here. That's why. Oh, the outside of the base wasn't properly did. Why am I being a nub? Okay, okay, okay. Heal, baby. Heal. Heal. There you go. Heals. Good, good. Everyone healed up. All right, everyone except you. Enough bases, though. That's a good chunk of bases. This is the side we have to worry about because the Lanacore. This side is a joke. Of course, they're going to the side that's a joke. Can we get a proc here from... There we go. Now we're moving faster. We're moving faster, and we should come in here and do a lot of damage now. A lot of damage. Kill that Lanacore. Reaper, fine. He's going to reap us, but he ain't going to kill us. Tau. Stuff is still up, so we're okay. We're okay. Good spawn here at the bottom. Good spawn. Lanacore's got a long way to go and more time for us to punish it. Let's make sure we kill off this ninja fast, because he can switch aggro. When you have long lanes, ninja can switch aggro. That is a thing to be wary of. It is possible for them to switch aggro. Kill that Reba. There we go. Ha 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 ha. Q3, not bad at all. Q4, this is a very strong Q4. Very strong Q4. So anyone who's having problems with Q, having more bases is not the solution. Having less is. Being able to protect the things that you need to protect. Ooh, got a druid aggro here. Got a druid aggro here. We got a pumpkin duke aggro on the other side. Oh, we got a Lanacore. A Lanacore. No. There we go. What did we lose? What did we lose? We lost something, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There should be a 6. What did I lose? Reaper. We lost the Reaper. I don't know if we Pumpkin Duke took damage or not, but we should get some here. Here, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Prockety, prockety. Kill all these things. Good, good, good. They're all targeting our buddy. Now that's just down to the boss. Now hopefully, now look at the slow that happens here from Druid. Druid is slowing the boss. Now, not Reaper, I'm sorry. Vlad Dracula will pull him back because he's going to get too close and be stupid. Keep your distance. Keep your distance. There you go. We got the kill. We got the kill. This kill is in the bag. There we go. Q5. Done. Alrighty, alrighty. So we pushed ahead on our Smurf. Good Smurf. Good little Smurf. You're a good Smurf. You're now beaten Q. Can we beat R, my Smurf? I don't know. That's pushing it. R is a little bit more difficult, and I need to readjust my base because that was just stupid. Well, that was dumb. I keep playing around with the insides and the outsides, and I got to remember when I readjust stuff that I need to adjust it back. You can't be forgetful now. You got to remember what you're doing. All right, so there we go. Okay. All right. I think that is how far it needs to go. Maybe one more. Maybe one more. I should go here. And not there. Anyone remember their math equations? If that's the triangle, which side is longer of your triangles? I think that is fine. I believe the lightning strike should now hit here again. Now the distance from there to there should be, they should target these in here. Okay, let's put the bombs out and let's do an R for lulz. We beat the Q. Let's do an R. Now, FYI, R is ridiculously difficult. We shouldn't be attempting this. This is stupid. I'm doing it for fun. This is just for lulz. Do not attempt this at home, kids. It's bad for you. This is not what you should do at this level. You should have higher level. Specifically, what's bad on my particular account is my skill levels. My skill levels are low. How low can you go? They're low. So it's going to be really hard for me to be an R, so it's going to be just fun to do. So I'm guessing I'm going to make it to wave R3 and then die in R3. I think I'm going to die in R3. What do you guys predict? What wave is Death Knight going to make it to on my alternate account? How far are we going to make it on my alternate account? How far indeed? It is a valid question that we're going to try and answer. So, R, RDRR. Let's do a wave of R. That is a good spawn. Double spawn over here is going to clean up all these ugly little bases that we don't like and leave our lightning rod still alive. So that should be good. They're going to be revited up. Don't get aggro on Reaper though. Okay, let's get a proc here from Vlad. Don't get mad. Get Vlad, baby. Get Vlad. Vlad, do it now, proc. Thank you, proc. No. Maybe we're not going to make it as far as we thought. Or no, did we lose a hero? 1, 2, 3. We lost something. Something's dead. Right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Vlad, Reaper. I'm forgetting something. I'm forgetting something indeed here. We did lose something. I just don't know what we lost. I think we lost Reaper again. Oh, we got a stun here. Lanacor is really deadly. Lanacor is really deadly. Okay, so here's that R3 we're talking about, and I'm pretty sure we're going to die in R3. I think, yeah, Reaper's what died. Reaper's not, like, the bestest of heroes. Like I said, I need some better heroes. This is not a new issue. We know I need some better stuff, so we're going to try and get some better stuff, so give me a moment. Oh, we're going to make it into R4. That is, okay. With lightning buildings up. And they're going to double spawn down there? Huh. Huh. We cannot beat this wave. No. Even though that's a good spawn, it's not really a good spawn because there's going to be problems that are going to arise from this because this is going to have a full revite on that dragon. And that's not something you want. That's not something to look forward to. Oh, and so we lost 2 heroes. We lost Reaper and we lost oh, can we proc? Proc. Why are you not doing more damage? Why are you not doing more damage? You need to proc. Oh dear God. We died in R4. Oh, but it wasn't actually that bad. For heroes that are not really meant to be doing this. Because Spirit Mage, not really meant to be doing this. Reaper, not really meant to be doing this. The other heroes are meant to be doing this. These heroes are meant. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 heroes that are fine with doing this. 2 that are not. These 2 aren't really meant for R. So that's where the problem lies here. I need some better heroes on this account, but this is my Smurf account, you know. I'm not going to spend a lot of money on a Smurf account. I can't. I can't afford it. I'm poor, I tell you. So, it did fairly well. What do you guys think of the Death Knight, the base? I think it did fairly well. You know, it did pretty good. I think You can see, well, not that. You can see that we made it up to our G, which is pretty good, pretty good. Did push us ahead. The extended lanes is quite nice. I think this is best when you're fighting against, like I said, O and lower. I would go for one of my other bases, like the Pumpkin Duke, if you're 4-manning, or Icebreaker V3 if you're 6-manning. So, but this one works quite well still. I'm surprised that well it did. So, looks pretty good. Still looks pretty good. So, testing out all these different variants. So, what if I tested? I've tested, like I said, lanes that go out really long, lanes that are really short, lanes that are in between, lanes that are there, lanes that are there. I test every single length of back lane that I could test, all the way out to like here. And out there, you have to go 4 walls thick to do that. Isn't that ridiculous? You gotta go 4 thick. You gotta go 4 thick when you go that far out. But it becomes cheaper wall-wise to make that 4 thick out there. All you need to do is 1, 2, 3, 4 walls here, and they sort of count it as 4 thick. So when I extend it that far, that's why I sort of trimmed in the back here, because I was testing like extremely long lanes that go out like really, really, really long. But not to worry at all. So it looks pretty good, and yeah, we are beefing up this base indeed. We could also make some extremely long lanes to abuse, but those long lanes become a problem of their own in ways. So yeah, I've tried it without zigzags, with zigzags. You're best not to have zigzags when you're coming up this particular portion. When they're in the back side, you can have zigzags. In the front side, you cannot have zigzags. Where this mini lane here, where I have the turret section, where you have your hero stand here to be a turret. We have your hero stand here to be a turret. What I mean is, like, Druid will come here in this corner and shoot any hero here, 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 here. So it's a turret, basically. I make like a little indent here for wall-wise, and he can actually shoot over the wall, not hop the wall and shoot them, which is great. Sure, you run a small risk because we don't have a bumper. With a bumper, the heroes will pretty much never hop out. Without a bumper, it's potential that they'll hop out. And that's the problem of not having bumpers, but you only have so many walls, so you gotta live with what you gotta live with. That's why Icebreaker V3 has bumpers, and this does not have bumpers because we gave that space to this back monstrosity. So, Death Knight, the base, it's pretty cool. I think it's interesting. We definitely can do more with it, and I think I'm going to test it out even more. Let's give it a little whirl on L12 something. Atlanacor, ooh, Atlanacor. Because this count does not have Minotaur, Atlanacor is now extremely deadly. I'm not going to win Atlanacor on this account because I don't have Minotaur. Without Minotaur, you're dead. Without Minnow, you can't survive Atlanacor L12. Or at least you can't survive them without a ton of luck. Without like the best procs. You're going to need like Santa, you're going to need Vlad, you're going to need Immortep, you're going to need a ton of mass AoE and stunning, and you're going to just, you have to outburst DPS them down. It's just not going to happen. I don't got that, so not on this account. On my main account, I can do that just fine. On this account, not so much. Paladins, easy, easy, easy. Paladins are lovely because they're easy to kill. They give us plenty of time to attack them. We get to get all our buffs up. They don't do much damage. Look at that. We're just starting to shred through the ones that are far away. There we go. Now we just wait for these to come in and eat the Vlad proc, and ta-da, all better. So, what do I mainly use this account for? Farming P for shards. And I don't usually have to put any bombs out. And I just start it, run it, and that's how it is. No bombs, do P, all good. That's why pretty much all my heroes are almost 180 now, except for the ones that I just got recently. So, They will eventually be 180, but yeah, I just pretty much log on and do that and then log off. So that's how that goes. What do you guys think? Death Knight, the boys. Sort of cool. The cheeks are a bit longer on this than it is for, I think, the Oryx Bane. That's because we were playing around with stuff, so yeah. I like it. It's pretty interesting. So the difference between it and Oryx Bane, this zigzag is out a level, and there's a one space behind this. And you got a little bit more going on over here. But other than that, they're fairly similar. But I just wanted to show you guys this and get you guys' thoughts on it. What do you guys think of Death Knight, the boys? When you've got when you're doing 4-man, you got a lot more options. 6-man, you gotta do more to get it to work. So that's why I like the Pumpkin Duke one. Looks really crazy, and I got all these special lanes and all this cool stuff I could do to it, because I only have to worry about the pathing of 4 heroes versus the pathing of 6 heroes. And when I talk about pathing, I'm specifically talking about their bubble. See their bubble? The stuff in the back is slightly at risk. Stuff in this back is slightly at risk, but now from here, this bubble, it's safe. This bubble, it's safe. This bubble, it's safe. This bubble, it's safe. These 4 are easy to account for. These 2 back ones are what are harder to account for. And that's why I like flyers in back, because I run into less problems with flyers in back. So that's just how it is when you're designing things like this. Now, this does have an additional space. So you could suck it more to the corner. See? It could actually be moved into the corner even further. So I didn't suck it back into the corner because I was doing buildings and I needed the 3 thick here to get it to go all the way out to here. So that's why. And I needed 4 thick back here to get it out to there. So that's why there's that gap there, because it was required to be 3 like up to here. But that's not what we're talking about today. Let's get underway. But yeah, Death Knight, the base. So hopefully we can roll a Death Knight. You know, we got this base called the Death Knight. Maybe we could roll a Death Knight. Who knows? Who knows? Our luck that we have. So this guy, for the most part, always keeps every single base for himself. No one ever steals anything away from him. Usually has a fairly easy time at killing everything. You can see my setup. These are my 2 revive heroes. These guys can heal themselves. This one at the back. So the 2 in the front, if you kill them, they come back to life. Then the 2 after that, they heal themselves. And then the one at the back, just if they're still alive after that, you get a proc from Cupid. So that's sort of my setup that I use on this account, and I pretty much never lose. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Don't even put a druid in place. No heals needed. All DPS. Pure DPS, because we got revive. Revive and some damage to it. Looks good, doesn't it? It's pretty powerful, I'd say. I believe I got lots of Lost Realm books that I can use, but I just ain't got the time. I ain't got the time. I got so many accounts, you know what I mean? So, take a quick hike. Yeah, this account does fairly well. I like it. This is my smurf. For those that didn't know, this is my smurf. And my smurf does good damage. Good damage indeed. So let's take a peek even some more. But yeah, Death Knight the base. We had Oryx Bane the base, Death Knight the base, and Pumpkin Duke the base. So we're basically designed it to look like their heads, which is pretty funny. I wanted to do it for the lulz factor. I did it for the lulz, I'm gonna try and make a Vlad Dracula one to get the fangs. And it shouldn't be that difficult to get a Vlad. I'm trying to still make these actually functional, not just, you know, oh, it sort of looks like the face, that's cool. I'm also trying to have it functional. So each one of these bases that I've shown you guys have beaten Q, P, and have done 4-man P, 4-man Q. So I've done testing on them, and they work quite well. So not only do they look cool, but they also function. So that is sort of the big thing. I wanted to make sure that they work still, and they do. So go ahead and use them for it. You should be happy. You should be happy. Whatever makes you happy. So we got some stuff to open. Let's see what we got in the box. Anything useful? Garbage. Anything useful? Somewhat. Nope. Garbage. Which is fine. Garbage is fine because we can get blue stuff from it. Blue stuff is good. Now this is what I was talking about. I got a ton of those that I will eventually start using. Yeah, eventually. Lulls. I gotta get time to do that. That takes time. What do you guys? I ain't got that much time. Ugh. Life is a lot of stuff. So what do we got? Anything good? Some slowdown, that's useful. Tenacity is useful. Flame God, still useful. We could actually get some stuff up on our heroes. If you could take a peek, that a lot of my heroes actually did not have really high level crests. I've been trying to spend the red stuff on getting up the mines to get more blue stuff. Blue stuff is what I've been really doing a big push for, to get my heroes and scribe levels up. Not saying that crests don't matter, but you know, I only got so much time, so I've been putting more effort into doing that. So let's get rid of some of our garbage. Let's take out the trash. Sell. Yep. Get rid of. Sell. Get rid of. We don't need this trash. Alrighty, 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 alrighty. I can't remember if we're keeping those or not, but I know I'm getting rid of that. I think that's it for the garbage. The garbage on this account. Now let's see if we can actually merge anything or do anything, because I can't remember what I have on this account. Sad face me. Proceed. Vlad Dracula. I always feed pretty much everything to Vlad because I'm trying to get Vlad up to the rest of his buddies. Alrighty, so let's take a look what we need. Slows are fine. We're going to be a while before we can get those up higher. That's not to be concerned about. Not to be concerned about. Not to be concerned about. Maybe we could do that. This I would love, but I don't think we have that. I don't think we have that. I don't think. Nope. Alright, so this is what we have. Alrighty, so yeah, it did fairly well. It did fairly well. We got up to R3. Well, we made it to R4, but died in there. So got R3 total for the victory. So that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Got our Smurf account up, but Death Knight the base. Looking good, looking good. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to use Death Knight the base or Orcsbane the base on this one, or if I'm just going to go move it back to its original one, the Icebreaker V3 on this bad boy. It's going to be one of these accounts, or I'm sorry, one of these base setups that I'm going to use on this guy just for farming purposes, just to log in, click on HBM a whole bunch of times, log back out. That's basically the gist of what happens on this account. Let's try a little bit more. Nope, Grizzly Reaper is going to destroy us because I don't have anything good for Grizzly Reapers. Santa's what's needed to take care of Grizzly Reaper. That's the only time that I've gotten close or beaten him is because Santa procced over here and procced over here. Same thing for beating Cupid. Segmenting your bases into two chunks like that. Santa destroys both groups. If you get a lucky proc, you can beat Grizzly Reaper level 12. And you can beat Cupid level 12. You can. Only if you get a good proc from Santa and he clears the group over here and he clears the group over here, and it's a Santa proc that had a full revive, or had a buff from Cupid on it. If it has a buff from Cupid, because you put Santa up here and you put Pumpkin Duke there and you have Cupid back here, Cupid will get a proc, Pumpkin Duke will get a proc, and then all those buffs on Santa can kill off the group of Grizzly Reapers, which is awesome. You can kill off Grizzly Reapers and you can kill a group of Cupids. You can actually beat Cupids with a setup like this. Any of the Icebreaker 1, or even Heartbreaker to this can beat that because of that. Champion, much better. Stuns, which are annoying, but we're fine. Hopefully we don't continuously stay stun locked. Hopefully we get the procs here that we need. There we go. Kill this stuff. Get our guy out of there. Okay, now we should be able to proc as soon as these guys come in. Should be good. Hopefully their random AoE stuff doesn't make it to any of the buildings, because that's the only thing I think it's going to hurt us. So for farming HBM, this base actually does do fairly well. So that's not a problem. But if you want to do the best at farming HBM, everyone knows Minotaur, Minotaur, Minotaur. Unless you're fighting something that's flying. But you can never predict when that's going to happen. So Minotaur. Throw Minotaur in and you'll be happy. But then again, you got to spend a ton of money to get Minotaur. Minotaur is not like he's a cheap hero. He's a tad expensive. And when I mean a tad, he's expensive. So, what do you guys think of Death Knight, the base? The base. It's all about the boys. The base. No trouble. No plan. Lols. So, yeah. This base looks good. I think it is useful for fighting O and below, I believe. It can be fine for P. But I'm thinking I like Orcsbane a little bit better for P. But I did beat Q my first time on this base, so yeah. What you got to say? What you got to say? For those that think that you can't beat Q without Zappy Wappy Towers, you can. My heroes are not the greatest heroes in the game. They're really not. You can beat Q. Q is not that difficult. Beat Q. You can indeed. Just use a corner setup. I would suggest going for less buildings, but stronger heroes. The higher your skill levels, the better. Only one of my heroes is 9 of 9. All the rest are 7 of 9. That's just how it is. And that's because I put all my effort into Pumpkin Duke, which I usually tend to do. Pumpkin Duke is my god. Alright, so there you guys go. Have a good ones, guys. Have a good ones. Hopefully you guys like the Death Knight, the base. It's Death Knight, the base. Have a good ones.